Everyone, back to your stations, please. Are either one of these substations worth it for me? Super blast doors? No, probably not. Half power sucks with our current loadout. You jump in the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. We don't have any power and weapons. We're gonna avoid the risk and just get out of here. As much as I would have loved to engage, I don't want to have to try and juggle the power. A small NG research vessel is trying to fend off a Mantis ship. You move in to engage, but after a quick scan of your ship, the Mantis retreats. The NG offer you a drone schematic as thanks for your timely arrival. Good God, what planet is this that I'm just getting all these freebies? There's like some serious, I'm sorry for how I've treated you makeup math going on in the background right now. So let's see, another shield pip would cost 150 to be able to field the chain laser as well. I said earlier was like 205, 215 maybe, something like that. Zoltan controlled, rock controlled. We're gonna go to Zoltan controlled space. You've entered Zoltan territory. This species is not renowned for giving anything for nothing, but you can always be assured of a fair hearing. I want to get out of the nebula pretty quickly here, just because we are using so much power in the weapon systems, just like that. You spy 2 pirate ships lurking in the nebula here. They remain unaware of your presence. You're able to get your scanners to at least identify their cargo. One is carrying the fuel supplies, the other the ammunition. They began to drift away from each other in the storm. We're just gonna let them go. No, you know what? I think we're gonna go after the fuel because I didn't realize how low we are on fuel. And we do have our burst laser ready to ignite, so we're going for it. What could I power? We could take shields offline and pull down the med bay to power the hull laser here when we get weapons down on their side. You head towards the pirate with the fuel supplies and engage. All right, so we want to bring weapons offline immediately. Oh my God. He's got a cloak. Okay, that's a good start. Not ideal. Getting ready to cloak again. He's gonna have a chance to heal the weapons up if he cloaks, unfortunately. Emily, if you could go help get propulsion back, that'd be ideal. And then I'm gonna take the medbay offline. And then look at this. The old Artemis getting its chance to be back on the team. Beautiful. Put a point into propulsion to do some dodging should it be needed. Come on, burst laser. Weapons are back. Low O2. Wait a minute. Do we have a hull breach? Oh my God, the O2 is awful. Everyone go check for hull breaches. Nothing there. Oh, this is awful. I don't understand. Oh my God, because I took points out of the O2. I'm like sitting here trying to figure out why the hell O2 is going away. It's because I freaking took the points out of it. Oh my God. That's awful. Alright, O2's coming back up. It's not as disastrous as it could have been. I'm glad I heard the freaking klaxon when I did. I mean, we can just sit here and play this slow shooting gallery game all you want, bud. I'm gonna take shields offline. and the engine's offline. We're gonna leave the oxygen enabled. We learned that lesson. But we're gonna let the hull laser come up. Keep the weapons down. Bring the hull laser up. Wait for everything to be lit entirely. And then we're gonna put a whole payload on shields. That should be all she wrote. Good work, team. 3 fuel and 20 scrap. The ship obliterated. Only scant fuel canisters can be salvaged. I'm sure if you take that alive, you probably get an opportunity for it to be not dead. Yeah, this is how we want it. We would ideally be in a situation where we get no combat here, so I can reset our power systems, because the pre-igniter on the weapons, it kind of sucks if you don't have power when you come into the station. 2 fuel for a drone part is not a trade I will find myself on the positive end of. I know you're low on fuel, but I'm going to have to decline. My apologies. All right. All of our power systems are back to normal. Let's take the low road here. Probably gonna buy fuel at the next shop, because that's starting to get a little low. You jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its NG escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse. All hails. Well, don't much care. Can't believe that didn't take their weapons offline. That's staggering. How much power do they have in their weapons? There we go. All right, let's wait for both of them to be ready at once. Their weapons are down. All of their drones are defensive, so I'm not that worried. We'll just do it right. We'll do it clean. There we go. One more volley should be all she wrote. They had like the softest weapons retaliation I've ever seen. The ship explodes. 3 fuel, 2 missiles, 29 more scrap. Things are looking pretty good in that department. We are going to have to spend a decent amount of it to heal up the hull when we get to a shipyard, though. You stumble upon some Zoltan military vessels engaging in combat training. Their energy shields are impressive, but you note how quickly beam and ion weaponry take them down. Nice little lore tip there. That's nice. Try and get a bonus jump in here. A message broadcast from a nearby planet announces the presence of an ancient Zoltan monastery available for visiting. Likely just a tourist trap, but still, too bad you don't have time to visit. That's a bummer. Oh, so we could jump back for a store. No, there's normally a store near the end, too. I'm not that hurt for it. You arrive to find a lumbering Zoltan freighter with no one at the helm. It's a mystery what happened to the crew, but it'd be a shame to let the opportunity go to waste. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 44 more freaking scrap. My goodness. Just realized we still have a hull breach, so let's go fix that. You know, just casually do 2 or 3 jumps while you've got a hull breach. No big deal. 140 scrap, I believe, lets us get a 3rd shield. Is that as useful for us as bringing the chain laser online? Probably not, honestly, because with the weapon pre-igniter, there's just so much power in having the weapons all ready as soon as we jump. I think we're going to hold for now, because we do want to use some of that. Oh, here's our store towards the end. We want to get the hull back up to snuff too, so that changes a little bit of the complexion. The Zoltan are fascinated by other species and have set up something of an alien knickknack shop here. Why not take a look? Let's see. Shield charge booster. Boost the ship's shield recharge rate by 15%. Drone recovery arm we don't care about. Fire suppression I don't hate. The charge laser and the combat drone can get sold off here. You only require 2. You require 2. You're not as impressive. We will fix the hull up to full. Chain burst laser is what we have that we're trying to bring online, right? Yeah. Standard burst laser is not really as impressive. An ion blaster, nah, probably not. I will buy fuel though. Might as well buy that all. Yeah, I think that's good. That puts us very close to what we need in the next couple of events to be able to bring all 3 lasers online, which makes us pretty formidable. You arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they are researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel. They ask if your crew has time to undergo a few scans. Sure, I trust the Zoltan. Your crew calmly lines up for the Zoltans to take their readings. After a short time, the process is done. They contact you. Thank you for your participation in our study. Please accept these small cakes made from stiff dough, as well as some scrap. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for the cookies. I'm not gonna go through the nebula. We'll skip that. What appears to be a Zoltan science ship requests permission to dock. I mean, I just got done saying I trust the Zoltan, but how much do I trust the Zoltan? We'll dock with him. Pff, I love it. This is like the ultimate luck run. We've been studying the relationships between the species and have determined that the Federation still has the potential to be a net positive for the galaxy. Please accept this gift to aid your journey. 20 more scrap, some fuel, all kinds of goodies. You've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Because of the war, thousands of colonists have had their supply lines disrupted and have found themselves in dire straits. It seems in this system, the rebels are sympathetic and are distributing what little supplies they can spare. Attack the rebels, wait and steal the supply. No, we're just gonna... You know what? I don't need to make regular civilian lives more difficult. The Mantis homeworlds or civilian sector? Well, I think we go to the civilian sector. What does that put us in? A three-run gauntlet. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector. I think that might always be what happens when you jump into Sector 5, and it's just so shocking to me that they're like, hey, did you forget how to play? You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you immediately saying, greetings. Our supplies of mining explosives have run out ever since the rebels blockaded this system. Do you have any extra explosives? Offer to solve their problem by launching a missile? Sure, I'll try that. While I appreciate your enthusiasm, we have certain protocols for the use of explosives around the workplace. Launching a military-grade weapon into our mines isn't exactly what I would call union-friendly. Here are 5 missiles for you, friends. Ooh, and they upgraded the reactor by 1. So wait a minute, we might actually be in business on the weapon upgrade. So 75. We're 1 short. We're 1 short. All right, that's fine. Don't commit the scrap until we need it. I could take the med bay offline. I think that's what we're gonna do. Med bay offline, 2 points into weapons. Now you can also light the chain laser. And now when we jump into a new zone, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 volley, an 8-shot volley ready to rip every time we jump out of FTL. You find a mercenary for hire at this beacon. Their unique skills can sometimes prove to be useful. Hire them to scout the sector. You know, for 10 scrap, it might be worth having them scout the sector where not that many jumps in. Let's scout the sector. Okay, so we know there's a store, possible ship. Yeah, so like that's basically just the same as if you had long-range scanners. Okay. So the stores aren't going to be that helpful, but the ships, we might actually want to take these fights now. The nearby planet shows signs of habitation and great beauty. A rudimentary automated planetary defense system is looping its message into space. Warning, quarantine level 5, in effect under FHA Act 22, Article 11.2. Warning, quarantine level 5. I appreciate that they didn't even give me the chance to violate the quarantine, because certainly I would not have. A rebel ship approaches cautiously. Personally, says the captain, I'd have stuck with the Federation, but I'm a soldier, sir, and I'm no use without a war to fight. Raise your shields. Oh, really? Did you like that? It's a whole lot of shots fired really quick, huh? We do have intruders, which is not ideal. I guess I don't want to send an NG, so listen, I'm gonna have my NG continue to cover the shield station. There we go. To the rescue. Weapons almost back online. Oh my god, and it's so much damage so fast. Alright, back to stations. We'll heal up in a second once everything's done. 3 fuel, 5 missiles, 24 scrap if we accept their surrender. I will take that because we need scrap. Or we need fuel, rather. Let's go and let everyone who was involved in the melee go heal up. We can now afford the 25 to keep the med bay ready, which would help since I'm relying on it to heal these guys up. Beautiful. Everyone back to stations. Pretty good. That, as a proof of concept on the pre-igniter and how much that improves our ability to wage battle, it's a pretty good first test. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, and they have tried to shut down your engines. Let's see. Shields, weapons. Yeah, so we just gotta take weapons offline here. It's a pretty good amount of damage in one shot. They do have some weapons up, though. This vessel clearly had a lot of weapons. Another volley ready. Oh my god, how many misses was that? That was like 9 misses. They got the scrap cannon. That thing's nasty because they can just do so much damage. Alright. We need oxygen repaired. And then we should be able to just finish up here. Yeah, there we go. If we could get this fire put out, that would be ideal. 50 scrap! Alright, cool. The 5 fuel is actually really welcome also, if I'm being honest. Vivi and Card Shark tag teaming some fire suppression. Love to see it. So what do we want at this point? What would be like the dream get? I mean, we could use a more aggressive melee floating crew member, someone like a Mantis or a Rock, to assist with boarding actions. A big influx of scrap to keep our shield pumping and maybe moving on towards 3 shield pips would be pretty big. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. That's not really how I roll, so we're gonna fight. Too bad, you will regret this decision. Actually, it is you who will regret things. Their Zoltan shield actually blocked the entire original salvo from this. That's crazy. They also have one of those junker cannons. Oof. Oof. Get O2 fixed up, please. All right, there we go. Shield's got some damage in them. They got a fire to put out. Oh boy. Maybe I should have paid the toll. Man, those scrap weapons, I freaking hate them. No, I am not going to accept your surrender. You suck, and I hate you and everything about you. There we go. 3 fuel, 1 drone, 50 scrap. We took some hull damage there, but we are right next to stores that we can heal that up with, so it's really not a big loss. So I'll take what I can get. I heard some skill ups while we were in the middle of things too. What did we get? Card Shark is now a master weapons systems engineer. Charlie is very close on propulsion. Very nice. Very nice. Vivi's getting close to maxing out the first level of shield. Why can't we jump? Oh, because I took Draco out to heal. All right. There's 3 stores right here. That's so crazy. I can probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can check more than 1 store here. There's only 1 ship at this beacon. Greetings, traveler. We are a crippled band of pirates, and now we're forced to sell our remaining valuables. I know that feel, man. I get it. Alright, so we could add another system, which might not be terrible, although it would mean we have to readjust power again. Having a hacking system would not be terrible. And that would put, well, we only have 4 drone parts, so really how helpful is that? Yeah, I think we're gonna pass on all of those. We could grab a rock crewmate. Of course, they're both weapons trained instead of something we actually really need. 55 for that. You know, I think we're gonna skip it. We're gonna shore up the hull. Let's grab some fuel just to keep that honest and see what we got at the other store. Can you? Yeah, you can jump there. A transmission from the nearby planet indicates an outpost below which offers supplies for travelers. You send an away party to check it out. Yeah, so a mantis for 55 I think is more what I'm looking for. I think that's probably worth. We're gonna take it. So where do you go? It's a good question. Maybe we put you in O2. You don't repair great. No, you know what? You're gonna go into the med bay just so that you're always kind of on standby. And then we can have you jump out if anyone gets into the ship. All right, now it's time to boogie. We gotta get over to the gate before the rebels catch up. Probably no reason to hit the store here, so instead let's hit the location beacon. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Let's send an away party to investigate. Don't lose anyone we just bought. You find a secret Federation outpost, but it appears to be the rebels have found it before you. The place is empty, and faint bloodstains can be seen in the living quarters. You find the encrypted signal emitter and shut it off before leaving. That's a bummer. You arrived at the long-range beacon. Oh my god! A weapon just floating in space. 22 scrap and the Pegasus missile. I think that's the second time we've had that event this run alone. This is bananas. So you throw 2 missiles that do 2 damage each. It takes 3 power to run it though. I mean, if nothing else, that's just something we can sell in the next sector. We are going to go to the abandoned sector because we don't have a ton of wiggle room on the reactor, and I don't want to have to deal with that if we're in nebulas that zap our power. The war tore through this civilian sector, and just recently, even the few life signs that remained have begun blinking out. Rumors suggest the Lanius are responsible. Oh, that's right. The abandoned sector a lot of times has Lanius events, which could be cool. Or devastating. We'll see. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by the space pirate. The victim begins a distress message until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty if you sit tight. 2 missiles, a drone, and 30 scrap. What does this hero have? 3 shield pips. He does have a transporter. You know what? We're at full hull. Let's try and be the hero here. Let's attack the pirate. So what do we got? Weapons, shield. It's only a 2-point transporter. What is it? Three Zoltan crewmen and a human? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. You guys didn't think about that, did you? Oh, you got a slug in here too. Go to work on the fight, get the weapons charging up here. Man, I really thought that we weren't going to have to worry about that volley not taking everything offline. That was insane how much we missed. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. Accept a more generous bribe and leave. No. No, I hate you. Everyone's healed. Frederick's got to go back. Oh my god, it's devastating. 67 scrap. Oh, thank the heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineer should be proficient enough to patch up your ship a bit after that nasty fight. So we didn't even take any hull damage for it. It was just a free 60 points. That's gross. God, I mean, we have 11 missiles stockpiled. Maybe it's time to think about putting another point into the freaking weapon systems. Never mind, because those weapons, we're selling them. A small Annius craft approaches. You prepare for a fight, but they do not seem to be carrying any weapons. After a brief moment, they message you. Although their translator struggles with the unfamiliar dialect, it appears they wish to trade. I will gladly take this trade because I believe now 100. Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing we've done previous. We're going to put points into the shields and power, discharge the med bay, and get our 3rd shield pip, which obviously still leaves us vulnerable to things like missile attacks, but we're in pretty good shape now. A distress beacon pulses weekly from a Rockman ship in this system. Their hull and their crew are being mined by the Lanius. Lasers and weapons tearing through the ship. We're gonna attack the Lanius ship. I feel pretty good about our combat proficiency right now. The Rockmen need your help. You target the Lanius ship and grimly prepare for battle. They have mind control, teleporter, and cloaking. Of course, they're gonna cloak right off the bat. We did get VV mind controlled automatically. Lanius in the cockpit. Man, the minute your I was gonna say the minute your cloak comes down, get ready. The Lanius are so scary in a boarding action because they suck all the oxygen out of the atmosphere. So they leave you in this weird position where you've got to fight them, but also not like die from oxygen loss. Oh, I'm not paying attention. We got shots can go out. There we go. Weapons are offline. They're doing some hull damage just by the simple fact of hurting the crew, which kind of sucks. Let's do this. No, I don't want Card Shark to go. Oh. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Emily, you're a lover, not a fighter. Why don't you escape and we'll let the humans do this? Where are you going? Where the hell are you guys going? You had like orders to go after the propulsion system? That's insanity. Weapons are only partially down now. Oh, it won't really matter because this should destroy it. Or not? Oh, we missed by 1. Oh, not everything was set and ready to roll. There we go. All right, everyone good? Ooh, that's a lot of scrap all at once. The Rockman ship jumped away during the battle, but it left much of its hull and spare parts floating behind. You salvage what you can and prepare for the jump. Yowza. All right, so let's get our power pip here so that we can kind of have everything back into power land. Who needs healing? Vivi, you go to the med bay. Charlie, you go to the med bay. Other Charlie, go to the med bay. Is that it? Everyone's good? 92 scrap all of a sudden. So maybe we start putting some points. How much would it cost? So like 2 of these and 1 of those. Sorry, we don't need... Yeah, we would need 1 more of those. Gives us 15 dodge. I don't hate that. Faster healing is maybe worth thinking about. Let's not commit to anything right now, but those are definitely things to keep in mind. A Federation science craft is docked with a few Lanius ships. You hail them and ask what is going on. Greetings. We've been attempting to understand our region's newest visitors, the Lanius. Although we have been making little headway in deciphering their language. Ask if they have anything that could help your mission. There should be some extra junk metal in the cargo bay. You thank them once they transfer the scrap and prepare to move on. More free scrap. The charts indicate this was the location of a small skirmish over a military facility on a nearby moon. Oddly, scans pick up no signs of debris from either the battle or the station. Yet another area sucked dry by the Lanius. We're going to jump close to the beacon just so that we can kind of tag a bunch of spots and see where we want to go from here. Small asteroid belt is near this jump beacon. It must be mineral rich since the Lanius ship is docked on a large rock, slowly absorbing parts of it. You could probably get their attention pretty easily. I mean, I think we just fight. Right now we're going ham, so let's attack the ship. Just take the weapon system offline. Hopefully they don't hack weapons. That would be the like worst case scenario here. They hack the med bay. Really not going to sweat it. Next volley, please. Oh boy. You receive a one-word message from the enemy ship. Surrender. You assume they are asking to surrender rather than demanding your surrender. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 26 scrap. No, we're just gonna keep firing. We are punch drunk and bloodthirsty on this outrageous amount of damage we're suddenly capable of doing. Two missiles, 1 drone, and 45 scrap. Man, so okay, 180 and then 60 more. So 240 gives us a 4th shield pip. Or, I mean, I never put any points in engines, and I feel like that extra dodge chance is kind of a big deal. Fuel for thought. We do have a store, so that's probably the most logical thing to check on, because with 174 scrap, we're in a pretty good spot to take advantage. You arrive to discover a number of Lanius ships docked at what appears to be a station. You hasten to leave, but are relieved when they message you in your language. Buy? Sell? Traders? Apparently, some merchants emigrated with the scavengers. Ooh, okay, so a flak. I mean, I don't know why I'm even looking at weapons, because how the hell am I ever going to put them on the ship? We'll sell the Pegasus. Drone control, backup battery, clone bay. I mean, the backup battery at this point is maybe not a terrible thought. We will heal the 1 point of hull damage. Automated reloader. Cooldown between weapon shots is improved by 10%. I mean, I think that's your answer, right? Repair arm repairs your hull every time you collect scrap, but reduces scrap collected. This is outrageous. Yeah, so we're going to take both of these. That's beautiful. So the weapons are even more freaking ferocious now. And we're trading scrap, which is not as critical because we're so late in the run, with the opportunity for more healing in between jumps. Or I should say any healing in between jumps, just free jumps. We can get there and back, right? 1 out and then 1, 2, no, it'd be a 3 back. Let's skip it. We can't put any more augmentations on the ship anyway, so I don't really know what we would spend money on at a shop at this point. A pirate ship appears to be threatening a small refugee ship near the beacon. Upon seeing you jump in, it turns to approach. The civilian wastes no time and jumps away, but that appears only to harden the pirate's resolve. Rip you? I mean, it's crazy to me when we hit with so much of that first volley and don't manage to take their weapons entirely offline. Completely bonkers. No surrender, pirate scum. Like, think of the rumors that must be going through space at this point about our crew and the devastation we're causing. We got time for one more unseen location. You stumble upon Jesus. You stumble across a badly damaged Lanius craft. It jumps away as soon as it sees you. Looking around the area, you discover a number of destroyed rebel automated ships. It must have been quite the fight. You scrap what remains. 2 fuel, 1 drone, 68 more scrap. I mean, we could put the Artemis online. We have to think about what that's going to look like in the last fight against the rebel ship. Having another weapon to launch and just kind of go reckless abandon style with the missiles is maybe what we need. 180. Or do we want some backup power in case we have some power issues? I mean, I don't know. We got so many options here. So it cost me what? 130 would get us the Artemis lit. I'm doing it. So we won't necessarily need the Artemis every fight. I don't know that it's something we'll use constantly, but certainly it's a nasty little surprise for when we square up against the rebel flagship. You arrive at the long-range beacon. Oh, they're a refueling station. How much more fuel are we gonna need? I mean, I don't know what else I'm gonna use scrap for at this point, so we might as well just buy it. Scrap maybe we'll get enough to reach another level of shield, but I can't see that happening. Pirate controlled or rock controlled? I'd rather go pirate controlled. If the reports are true, this area has been under the control of pirates for quite some time. Some traders still attempt to trade with a few settlements that remain, but they do so at great risk. You know, I think we have to start playing the cost benefit, like the opportunity cost analysis game here, because we're pretty well outfitted, so I don't know how much risk we should be taking. You arrive at the next beacon only to immediately be held by a small ship. Help us, we're being attacked by pirates. Like, these kind of fights I feel like are probably not that big a deal because we just take the fight. But the events that we could like lose crew members and stuff I think are extra dangerous at this point. We're gonna aid the civilian ship. You power up your weapons and prepare to engage the ship. They do have a teleporter, 4 shield pips. So I'm gonna try, I was hoping we could get their teleporter knocked out so that we didn't have to deal with them. They're bringing a rock and a mantis over. Not awesome. Oh, these doors are open. You don't want that. And actually we're gonna have Charlie come in and join this fight too. Oh, that was a lot of misses. All right, we're staying fairly well ahead in the punch race. They're out of here. Love it. That was a freaking missile. Charlie, you gotta get out of there, my dude. We're gonna vent this to try and solve the damage that way. Did you send over another boarding crew? Oh my god, look at these freaking animals. They came back over to try and finish off poor Charlie. Oh, he just made it out. I don't know why I fired that prematurely. That was stupid. I guess it happens to a lot of captains. There we go. Weapons are completely offline. Easy peasy. Y'all ain't got nothing. Dunzo. Pirate ship breaks apart. So it's 1 missile, 1 drone, 44 scrap. And then we get 2 hull points repaired by the guy that we saved. This sector has become increasingly dangerous for friends of the Federation. I think my crew can patch up some of your hulls. Thanks. Love it. Who needs healing still? You guys that were involved in the last fracas. There we go. All right. Everyone in position. You come across an asteroid mining colony. They message you. Greetings, our supplies of mining. Maybe these ones will let us solve the problem by launching a missile. No? All right. Do I want to give them the missiles now that we know we're going to be using the Artemis? That would put us down to 8 missiles. That's still quite a lot of missiles. I think we're going to give them the missiles. And they've upgraded the reactor. So let's go ahead and throw that into the propulsion system. Just because really there's nothing better to do with it at the moment. It's staying out of the nebula. Not really interested in a nebula fight. A rebel autonomous scout is exploring this beacon. You attempt to hide behind a nearby moon, but the ship finds you and begins its assault. Or does it? I think I had a decent amount of drones. Maybe I should have shot the drone system first. No, I'd rather have weapons down. Let's get weapons out. Oh my god, how many misses was that? Emily, I need you to go fix the oxygen systems, please. That was an absurd lack of shooting accuracy. Card Shark, what are you doing right now? You're supposed to be my ace gunner. This is absurd. That's a stunning lack of ability to hit a target. You know what? We're out of here. We're leaving. I'm not dealing with you. Goodbye. A well-armed transport ship and a squadron of fighters are in orbit nearby. You are weary of the trustworthiness, but beggars can't be choosers. None of that is anything we really care about. Reverse ion field, distraction buoys. Yeah, none of that's going to be needed. Do we have room for another crewman? Are we at max? No, we have room for 1 more crewman. So do we pull another Mantis to deal with potential boarders? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth the 55 because that could be, you know, depending on what kind of scrap we pull in these last couple runs, that could go into getting a final pip in the shields. I think we're going to just chill. Bless you. All right, get these sensors back online here before we jump again. How much would we need again? 180. So 240. So we need another 135 scrap. I don't think that's unreasonable, especially we're going to wind up, they give you like, you get like a handful of scrap just as like a bonus from hitting the outposts in the final map. Having fun? We're killing it, Card Shark. I wish you'd been a little bit sharper on your shots back there. A small pirate ship messages you. That sure is a shiny ship you got there. You fire a warning shot across their bow and they respond, hey, no need for violence. It was just a comment. He was like actually being nice. He's a real nice guy pirate. You arrive to have a small fleet of NG ships target you with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact. Not permitted. You assure them of your honest intentions and they allow you to pass. A couple freebie events apparently. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon for a small fee. So what do you got? Cloaking? Nah, we're gonna take this fight. Can I get the cloak offline? No, I was gonna say, try and get an Artemis over there right away. Oh well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. On fire, weapon system damage. Let's fire an Artemis just for the hell of it. What do you mean resist? They took damage at least though. Oh my god, I killed the guys that were in there. These poor schmucks lost half their crew. Pew pew. Yeah, Card you're back on it now. I don't know where you were the last time. Well, now they won't get no rolls. Alright. Alright. Get a full volley set up, please. Shields are holding. Oh my god. They must just be like crapping themselves. 26 scrap. I don't need 8 missiles this late in the game, so I think we're gonna go with the old we will not surrender or accept surrender. I'm gonna try an Artemis here. Oh, that would have been beautiful. I want that offline so they can't get another missile out, and they did as soon as I said it. With any luck, we're gonna heal a good amount from the scrap we collect in this fight though, so I'm not super worried about it as long as we're not taking crew damage. Another cloak. There you go, that's good damage. Emily, if you could get oxygen back up and running for me, please. I don't know why I shot that. Oh, that missile just buzzed the tower. There it is. Best shot on the ship? You are the best shot on the ship, Card Shark. I just wish you were the most consistent shot on the ship. 1 fuel, 1 drone, 61 scrap. Little bit of healing there. Close to a potentiality for the 4th reactor, or the 4th shield pip. That would be awesome. You catch a glimpse of a strange signal coming from a space station before your sensors shut off unexpectedly. As you discover that your sensors are being jammed, you hear hostiles beam onto your ship. Until you are able to jump away from the hostile space station, your sensors will be disabled. You should deal with these boarders first though. Alright, well where do we think they are? Let's see. Let's play the old where are they game. Here they are. Sending you. Send Charlie. Whoop. You fools. You've fallen for my trap. Alright. Might have to pull Frederick out. Draco, if you could come back and sub in, please, that would be ideal. Vivi is almost dead. We can bring Emily in. They're pretty low. Oh, God. Maybe not. Frederick. Cardi. Frederick, if you could come back in. Let's get the other Charlie into the fight just for warm bodies here. There we go. 1 of them down. 2 of them down. 3 of them down. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, now we'll do a little everyone get healed up. Do-si-do. And then who else? Charlie. So we need Draconis has got to get healed up, and then engine room Charlie. Kind of a crappy event because you don't, there's not even like a positive to it. It's not like when you're done you find out they had some system data or something. Like it's literally just defend yourselves from these a-holes mugging you. You arrive at the long-range beacon. You spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. Oh, absolutely, we're gonna hold this guy up. Demand the surrender of their goods. You prepare to secure the cargo by force. They do have a teleporter. They don't want to fight, they're trying to escape. Alright, so not worried about the blast doors. I gotta cool it. We are kind of using the missiles pretty liberally in this new loadout, and I do want to have them for our fight with the flagship, so I gotta chill out a little bit. They have no weapons, so I can pull them off shields for a second here. There you go. Weapons are back online. Oh, yeah. Oh, you love it. You search the remains of the ship, but only come across blueprints and debris from broken machinery. A shame, but you take what scrap you can salvage. 2 fuel, 2 missiles, 28 scrap.